My father was a World War II veteran. He, along with 30 people from home, were in the military, in the service in World War II, and they came home with post-trauma, and they never got treatment. It wasn't recognized. While we do have traditional healing, it wasn't enough for many of the people who came back from World War II. And so we saw a lot of suffering, alcoholism for one, and my sister and I recollected what my father went through when he came home. I was in the Marine Corps in the early 1960s, 3 days out of high school, and I have often wondered why. It was because I wanted to get away from home. I did 2 tours of duty in Vietnam, and on the last tour I got wounded in Vietnam. Coming all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Boston was almost like a pilgrimage, I suppose. I came with a purpose in mind, and that was to put the very best of myself into the program that they had. The experience here at home base was very healing, but also the therapy that I never had before. It was very revealing of some things that I never spoke about. And having brought it out on the surface and talked about it really took something off my shoulders that I never did before. The lessons that we had in the classrooms, we were able to put into real life situations, exercises that we did here and about Boston. That was very useful to take home with me. What I discovered here was not only did I have the trauma from the military, but I also had trauma previous to that, intergenerational trauma, suffered through boarding schools and many other experiences, being a Native person here in this country, all the way back to the first contact with Europeans. So I think home base, while it touches on the military component, I think it also touches on things that have happened to individuals in the past that may not be at all military connected. And so that was so helpful. In my community, family is central to everything. It's gotta be part of the healing process because family is where it happens, the good and the bad. And so in order to heal, you have to involve the family because as you are healing, the family is healing too. So it is a key part of the home base experience. I'm feeling a little bit different now that I've gone through the program and have gone home. I could see the difference in myself. I was able to speak about my previous experiences, things that I had never talked to anybody about, just faced some of those things that I put to the background. But I've also spoken to my sister about things that she and I suffered together in our own family situation. And it seems like both of us were healing in the process of doing that. If you are suffering trauma of any kind, contact home base. I think you'll find a world of difference coming here and experiencing the therapy, the group situations, the exercises that we went through. I think you'll find it very, very useful. We are striving to keep our sovereignty as nations, as Indian tribes. And in order to do that, we really need to be strong. We need to be healthy in our communities. And it begins with each and every one of us, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Good beginning for any tribe is to be healthy. And then you can be wise and you can enjoy life.